Okay. Hello, Dr. Les.
Hi, Rav.
How are you, Doctor?
Hi, Baruch Hashem. How are you keeping, Rav?
Baruch Hashem, how are you?
All good, all good. Yeah.
Everyone well? Everyone well?
Very, very good. Yeah, thank God. Tuesday I was with Rav Kutztag, that based in his home.
Yes, so and how's he doing?
Hello, Rob.
Baruch Hashem well. And the leadership is doing well, so it's wonderful.
Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. I'm happy to hear that. Good, good. Where is he live?
With regards to everybody.
Good, good. Where does he live? Where does he live?
He's in Charleston.
In Charleston, okay, okay. That's
Rav, I'll quickly tell you, Rav Kutzak had a very close connection with Reb Chaim Shmulevin.
Yes, nachon. I heard that also. I think I heard that from you. Yes.
He met with the Chazanish twice. Unbelievable. A lot of the Gedolim. Anyway, Rav, we're very eager to hear your team.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. We're going to wait another 1 or 2 more minutes, a few seconds more, just for more people to join us. And today we're going to speak about Parashat Lech Lecha. Hello, Iva. Hello, everyone. Nice seeing you.
Hello.
Good. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Rabbi.
Hello, how's it? How are you?
Baruch Hashem, and you?
Good. I waved to you today. I saw you driving.
I realized it was you as you passed me. So sorry if I was rude.
No, not at all. I realized you didn't recognize me with the mask.
No, as you passed me, I recognize you.
Okay. Anyway, so we are in Parashat Lech Lecha. I would like to dedicate the show again to Rabbi Tenza in honor of Rabbi Tenza, in memory of his Rabbi Tenza, Rav Avraham Haim ben Eliezer Yaakov Le'ilui Nishmat Mordechai ben Rahma. That's our friend Moti Esther Kaden bat Ketia. Ve'leilui nishmat. Iva, give me your mom's name.
Daniela Bela bat Yaakov Ruvain.
Say again, I couldn't hear you.
Daniela Bela bat Yaakov Ruvain.
Daniela Bela bat Yaakov Ruvain. אדם תהיה צרורה בצור החיים ולרפואת נשה נג'י בן פרחה, לרפואת חפציבה חנה בת שרה אימנו, גולדה איתר בת שולמית לאה, לרפואת ליאורה בת מרים, מנשה נג'י בן פרחה, הרב אברהם בן מרימה, וכל שאר חולה ופצועה עמו ישראל, בכל מקום שבעזרת השם נעשה ונצליח, והשם עלינו ברחמיו ירוויח. I'm going to do introduction to the Parsha, and then we'll move on to the Parsha himself. So Avraham Avinu born in the year 1948 for the creation to his father Terach and his mother Amtalai bat Karnavo in the city of Ur Kasdim. Where is Ur Kasdim? Ur Kasdim is what is today Kurdistan. Kurdistan is the Kurd in the corner, right in the top, in the north, between Turkey. That's where lying the border, that where the where Kurdistan is lying. By the way, it was many Jews from there that was in this country that lived in Kurdistan. That's where Avraham Avinu born. Look, something very interesting. 1948, the father of the nation born. Which other thing born in 1948? The States of Israel. Look at the connection. Sarah Imenu born in 1958 to her father Haran and her mother Tassa. In 1973 for the creation, Avraham Avinu married Sarah Imenu and took her as a wife. 1958 was Milhemet HaAtasha. 1973 okay, was the war, the Yom Kippur War. Look what the connection.
Yeah.
In the age of 50, Avraham Avinu been thrown to the furnace by Nimrod HaRasha, the wicked Nimrod. Okay, when he came alive from the furnace, Hazal tell us in the Gemara, Masechet Sanhedrin 95, folio 2, Gemara Psachim 118, folio 1, and also the Midrash of Yalkut Shamoni tells us all of this, that when he come, after he'd been thrown to the furnace, okay, and he survived it, Avraham Avinu came alive, and many people saw it and start following. And in the year 2018 for the creation, 2018 for the creation, Avraham Avinu arrived in Eretz Israel for the first time in his life. He was in the age of 70 in that time. HaKadosh Baruch Hu done with him the covenant of the parts, and he revealed to him that Bnei Israel gonna go to slavery for 400 years. 5 years later, Avraham Avinu leave Haran, okay, and he moved on to Eretz Israel. That means Avraham Avinu in the year 2023 for the creation, HaKadosh Baruch Hu command them leave Haran and to leave his country that he born, the place that he grown up, and he have to leave that place. He have to go to Eretz Canaan. Avraham Avinu was in the age of 75 then. Sarah Imenu was in the age of 65 when they left Haran. When Avraham Avinu and Sarah arrived in Eretz Canaan, that's Eretz Israel, the famine started. Okay? Sarah Imenu and Avraham Avinu unfortunately have to leave Eretz Israel to go to Egypt. Sarah Imenu been taken by Pharaoh. Who was Pharaoh? Pharaoh, Targum Yonatan said that was the son of Nimrod, the wicked Nimrod, Amraphel, that was Nimrod. So Pharaoh was the son of Nimrod. When did they took Sarah Imenu to the house of Pharaoh? That was in Tetvav Nisan. And that day, HaKadosh Baruch Hu bring plagues on Pharaoh and his nation, okay? Why? Because 425 years later, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will bring again the plagues, but this time to release Bnei Israel. Now, Pharaoh released Sarah Imenu, and he given Avraham Avinu a great possession. Not only that, he given his daughter Hagar to Sarah Imenu as a slave. So now you understand where is Hagar come from. Hagar was the daughter of Pharaoh, and Sarah Imenu received it from Pharaoh, okay, as a present. She received Hagar as a slave. Avraham Avinu and Sarah Imenu and the member of his house include Lot, the nephew. Going up to Eretz Israel, Avraham Avinu settled in Hebron, the city of Hebron, in Elon Moreh, while Lot going to Sodom. Lot moved and settled in Sodom. In the year 2024 for the creation, okay, started a war with the four kings against Sodom, against the king of Sodom. We know that what's happened, that the four kings, when they attacked Sodom, they took Lot as a prisoner, okay, a prisoner of war, and Og Melech HaBashan, that's Eliezer, Og Melech HaBashan, that was Eliezer Eved Abraham. The Midrash say he told Abraham that his brother, that his nephew been taken in captivity, and Avraham Avinu gone to save him and to take him out, to bring him back. In the year 2033 for the creation, Sarah Imenu given Hagar to Avraham Avinu. A year later, in the year 2034 for the creation, Ishmael been born. in the year 2047 for the creation, Abraham Avinu, in the age of 99, been circumcised in all the members of his house. And that time, Ishmael was an age of 13 when he also gets circumcised. So from here, we see a bit of introduction to our parsha, so we'll understand also the years, plus, minus, and what we're going to talk. So the parsha starts like this. ויאמר אדוני אל אברהם, אלך לך מארצך וממולדתך ומבית אביך אל הארץ אשר אראך.
Hashem said to Abraham, go for yourself from your land, from your relatives and from your father's house, to the land that I will show you.
Okay. We'll do today, Be'ezrat Hashem, I'm going to do with you, I'm going to start from the beginning, the Pardes. Pardes, Pshat, Remesh, Drash, Sod. I'm not going to go slowly, I'm going to start from the beginning. So the first question that many of the Mefarshim say, we all know that one of the tests that Hazal tell us in a Mishnah Masechet Avot in chapter 4, Mishnah 3, Hazal tell us, Avraham Avinu have 10 tests that he have to pass by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. One of the tests is Lech Lecha, to leave your country, to leave your nation. But if you look what Rati HaKadosh say, Lehana'atcha u'letovatcha. That means to your own pleasure and for your own good. So how does it work? What kind of a test is that? If I have to leave a country and to go to another country to my own benefit, to my own pleasure, to my own good, what kind of a test is that? Do you understand the question? So how can you say it was a test? So I'm going to bring two different ideas and Be'ezrat Hashem to try to explain. So in the holy books, Hazal explained one of the idea. What was one of the idea? Hazal explained that one of the idea is like this, that by that HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to Avraham Avinu to leave his own country, his own place, and to go to another place, but it's going to be to his own benefit and his own good, that was the test. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to see, is Avraham Avinu going to do it because he's doing it for his own good, for his own benefit, for his own pleasure, or he's going to do it because HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded. And said the Mefarshim explain, from verse 4, you can learn that Avraham Avinu done it because HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded. If you look at verse 4, it says, Vayelech Avraham kasher diber elav Adonai. What does it mean? Avraham left his own country, his own place that he born. Why? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu told him. Not because his benefit, or because his joy, or because he's going to get any good from it. No. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded him. So it's the Mefarshim ask and explain, you know what was the test? Is Avraham going to leave? It wasn't a question. The question was, is he going to do because his benefit and his own good, or he going to do it because HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded? And we see from here that Avraham Avinu did stood on a test. Why? Because he done it because HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded. Another question that many of the Mefarshim ask, they say, what kind of a test is that? If you tell me for your own good, for your own benefit, obviously I leave. The Mefarshim come and say, no, it's not so simple. When someone tell you to leave and you don't know where you're heading and you're going to wonder and you don't have any clue where you're going, from that you can hear that number one, that you don't know where you're going and how long will it take. That is the test himself. It's not enough just to say to someone, listen, you leave your place, go to another country, it will be good for you. Where will I go? No one tell you. How long will it take? No one tell you. Hazal said that was the secret. That was the test. And Avraham Avinu, although that he didn't know where he's going, how long it's going to be, he left. And that was the test himself. So from here, we answered 2 questions already. Why does it say, Lech Lecha, מארצך וממולדתך ומבית אביך, אל הארץ אשר אראך? It doesn't say to which land. I'll show you. So we're learning from here something very important. We're learning from here that Avraham Avinu fulfilled that test because he done it because HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded. I saw in the Zohar HaKadosh that Rabbi Elazar was the son of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he's the one that actually told his student Rabbi Abba to write the Zohar. So in the Zohar, in page 78, folio 2, his son Rabbi Elazar asked his father, tell me, I don't understand, why does it say Lech Lecha in plural? We know that when Avraham Avinu left Haran, Avraham Avinu took Sarah and a member of his house. But not only him gone. We know that Terah, his father, and his mother, and the member of his house also left. So say Rabbi Elazar, something extraordinary. Say it should say Lechu Lachem in plural. Why does it say Lech Lecha in single? Very valid question. So Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, the father, answered him like this. He said the main reason that it's written in the Torah Lech Lecha in single, you know why? Because we know that Terah, the father of Avraham Avinu, was idol worshipper. He was a great worshipper. And not only that he was a great worshipper, he used to sell idols. So in that case, that he used to sell idols, everyone started believing in the idols. But after Avraham Avinu came alive from the furnace that been thrown by Nimrod, and Hazal explained, you know how they thrown Avraham Avinu to the furnace? They used to have a machine, like a spring machine that pull back and used to shoot it up. They shot Avraham Avinu into the furnace to fall inside because it was so hot, no one can come closer. And when they saw Avraham Avinu with all of his belief, before he'd been thrown, Nimrod said to him, if you change your mind, I'm not going to throw you to the furnace. Avraham Avinu said, no, there's only one God. And at those so Avraham Avinu came alive, many people start believing in him. And they also start getting cross with his father. They wanted to kill his father. How for so many years you lied to us to believe in idols? And they're not true. And only the God of Avraham Avinu saved them. They wanted to kill him. So when Terah left, he didn't have a choice. He left to save his life. So say Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, you know what is it say Lech Lecha? Because the reason that Terah left, because he didn't have a choice. The member of his country will kill him. The member of his city will kill him. Avraham Avinu left. You know why did Avraham Avinu left? Said the Zohar. Because that was the command of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But Terah was idol worshipper. All the Kasdim wanted to kill him. So he didn't have a choice. He didn't have a choice. And that's why it says Lech Lecha and it doesn't say Lechu Lachem. Although the 2 families left, the family of Abraham, that means Abraham, Sarah, and a member of his house, and Terah and his wife, okay, and the member of his house, although so that 2 different families left, it says Lech Lecha in singly and not in plural, because Terah didn't have a choice. Terah would be killed, said the Zohar HaKadosh. And that's why it says Lech Lecha. I saw another explanation for the word Lech Lecha, and that's according to the sword. And look what it's revealed to us. The word Lech Lecha, if we take the gematria of Lech Lecha, its Lamed is 30. Chaf is 20, together is 50. Lech Lecha twice, the word Lech twice, it's 100. Say Rabbi Yaakov Baal HaTurim, here HaKadosh Baruch Hu hinting to Avraham Avinu 2 different things. So we have the remez. By the way, Rabbi Yaakov Baal HaTurim, born in a city of Germany 751 years ago. And Hazal tell us that something extraordinary. You know what's happened with Rabbi Yaakov Baal HaTurim? He wrote 4 Turim, Yored HaOr HaHaim, חושן משפט, ואבן העזר. That's all Torah שבעל פה. His father, the Rosh, Rabbi Asher ben Hil, said to him, listen, I don't understand. You're writing all your commentary on Torah שבעל פה. When are you going to write a commentary on the written Torah? They say that that night that his father talked to him, he sat all night and he wrote his commentary on the entire all the Torah. Can you write a commentary on the all 5 books of Moses in one night? So from here you see that he have Ashba'at Kolmus. What does it mean, Ashba'at Kolmus? That from heaven, they're helping him to write that. That means he have Siyata Dishmaya, obviously Ruach HaKodesh, because to write all of that commentary in one night, you have to have Ruach HaKodesh and help from HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Ashba'at Kolmus. That means that HaKadosh Baruch Hu actually written that. That the Kolmus, that means the Kolmus is like a pen that you're writing. In the old days, they didn't used to have a pen. They used to have something that you dip it like, what do you call it?
Quill.
Sorry?
It's called a quill.
A quill.
It's a feather.
Yeah, a feather. With a quill, he wrote it all. So that's Ashba'at Kolmus. That means that HaKadosh Baruch Hu helped him. And he said like this, the number 100 come to tell us 2 things. Number 1, HaKadosh Baruch Hu hinting to Abraham Avinu that he have another 100 years to live, because Abraham Avinu lived to the age of 175. When he left Haran, he was in the age of 75, we explain. So that means HaKadosh Baruch Hu already telling him, you have another 100 years to live. Another thing say, the Rabbi Yaakov Baal HaTurim, that he told them in the age of 100, Yitzhak Avinu going to be born. That means in 25 years, you're going to have a son, and his name going to be Yitzhak, and he's going to be your main son. So from here, we understand what it means, Lech Lecha. We explained it according to the Pshat. We brought Rashi. Then we explained Rashi, although that Rashi seemed like a Pshat, but it's not, because Rashi, it's complete Pardes. You have to understand what Rashi said, because Rashi said, Letovatcha le'anatcha, and we explain how can it be. Let's move on to verse 3, and in verse 3, it says something very interesting if you look at the verse. It says like this, Ve'avarcha mevarechecha, u'mekalelcha ha'ur. ונתברכו בך כל משפחות האדמה.
I will bless those who bless you, and him who curses you I will curse, and all the families of earth shall bless themselves by you.
If you look at that verse, it's something very interesting. I saw a commentary of Rabbi Yehuda el-Baz. Rabbi Yehuda el-Baz, born 250 years ago in the city of Tzofro in Morocco. And in his book, Shvut Yehuda, that's the name of the book, he asked a question. Look, when it's come to the blessing, ve'avarcha mevarechecha, in plural, u'mekalelcha ha'ur, and singly, u'mekalelcha. He said, why is that? When it's come to the blessing, the Torah speak in plural. But when it's come to the cursing, the Torah speak in single. How come? So Rabbi Yehuda el-Baz explained like that. He said that the person that doing gemilut hasadim, that doing kindness, doing inviting people, that mean hosting people, that like Avraham Avinu, not only ruach hamakom, that means not only the heaven have comfort from him, ruach hamakom nocha imano, also me.
You back, Rob?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, for 1 second, something gone wrong. So let's start from the beginning. So we are in chapter 12, verse 3. We see there's something very interesting. We see when it's come to the blessing, it's speak in plural. When it's come to the curses, it's in singularly. And that's the question that asked Rabbi Yehuda Elbaz. And he explained like this. And he said, you know why the blessing is in plural? Because a person, a normal human being that will do kindness, that will do achnasat orchim, will host people in his house, like Avraham Avinu, everyone will love him. The heaven and the earth. And he'll have, maybe, if he'll have, 1 or 2 enemies that wouldn't like him. It's come to tell you, you know, from here you can learn something very important. That the person that do hasadim with other people, that do hesed, that do kindness with everyone else, the majority of the people will love him. People that host other people, do achnasat orchim, people will love him. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu and the people here in earth will have a pleasure from him. Say Rabbi Yehuda Elbaz, from here you learn that the person that do achnasat orchim, okay, and hesed, you'll have very few enemies, if you'll have enemies at all. And that's why it says in a verse, ve'avarecha mevarechecha, in plural, that all those will bless you. Why? Because you do hesed. Umekalelcha is in singly. You might gonna have 1 enemy, if you'll have. Is to teach us something very important. The message is that people that do hesed and do kindness and host people, do achnasat orchim, they're going to be loved, number 1, by HaKadosh Baruch Hu and people here on earth. And that's why it's saying singly and pure. Let's move to verse 13. In verse 13, we'll see something very interesting, that if you look at Rashi, and that's the most important, let's see what Rashi tells us. Here we see that Avraham Avinu tells Sarah to tell that that's his sister. Look what it says. Imrina ahoti at, למען תבלי בעבורך, וחייתה נפשי בגללך.
Please say that you are my sister, that it may go well with me for your sake, and that I may live on account of you.
Okay. למען תבלי בעבורך. That means that it will be good for me. Rashi HaKadosh say, if you look at Rashi, how he translated, Rashi say, למען תבלי בעבורך, יתנו לי מתנות. What it mean, יתנו לי מתנות? They will give me present. Again, let me explain something about Rashi. Rashi speak about the pshat, but behind Rashi, there is a pardes. Pshat, remes, drash, sod. And Rashi say like this, what Rashi tried to tell us to give us present, we don't understand. What it means to give us present? So I saw a commentary from a book that called Shem Shmuel. Who wrote Shem Shmuel? Rabbi Shmuel Burnstein. He born in Poland 165 years ago. And in his book, Shem Shmuel, he asked, how can you even think, how is it possible to think that a person like Avraham Avinu is so eager to get present? Although after the war with Sodom, that means after Avraham Avinu fight the war for the 4 kings, and he brought the prisoners back, the king of Sodom offered him present. Avraham Avinu didn't want. So how can it say, Rashi, sheyitnu li matanot? That means that I will receive present. How can it be? So Rabbi Shmuel Burnstein explained like this. He explained according to the Midrash. He said that all the purpose of Avraham Avinu and Sarah Imenu going to Egypt is to pave the way for Bnei Israel. Avraham Avinu, when he gone down to Egypt, who's been taken? Sarah Imenu. Sarah Imenu been taken to the house of Pharaoh. We said that Pharaoh was the son of Nimrod. When he took Sarah Imenu, Akadosh Baruch Hu came that night was Tedvav Nisan, brought plagues on Pharaoh, on in his nation. What happened that? Pharaoh released Sarai Meno. When Sarai Meno been released, he given present to Avraham Avinu. Not only that, Sarai Menu got Hagar as a shifha, the daughter of Pharaoh. That was Hagar. He given it to Sarai Menu as a slave. What does it mean to pave the way? Say Rabbi Shmuel Brunstein like this. When Bnei Israel been taken to slave, when did they be released? And Tetvav Nisan. That was the plague of Makat Bechorot. Akadosh Baruch Hu took Sarai Menu when he released her, when he brought on a big plague. When was the big plague? The big plague was Tetvav Nisan, when Akadosh Baruch Hu brought the Makat Bechorot, the plague of the firstborn on Egypt. What happened after that? Vayitzu berechush gadol. The Torah tells us in the Parsha that later on, Bnei Israel, when they left Egypt, what did they left? Berechush gadol. If you look at chapter 15, verse 14 in the book, you'll see that Akadosh Baruch Hu promised Akadosh Avraham Avinu, ve'achrechem yitzu berechush gadol, that they live with great position. When Bnei Israel left Egypt, they left great position. Avraham Avinu received a great position from Pharaoh. That's what happened. To tell us that the main reason that Avraham Avinu and Sarai Menu gone to Egypt to break the famine, it wasn't just for famine. It wasn't just to get present for Avraham Avinu. It's to pave the way later on, 425 years later, when Bnei Israel going to go to Egypt for exile and become a slave, and they're going to be in hard slavery for 210 years. When they're going to leave, how are they going to leave? With big plagues like Akadosh Baruch Hu brought now on Paro, and later on he'll bring big plagues on them 425 years later. And when Bnei Israel leave, they leave with a great position. The same like Sarah and Avraham Avinu left. And now we can understand what Rashi tried to tell us. Yitnu li matanot. What it mean Yitnu li matanot? Avraham Avinu, our forefather, have to pave the way for us. That when we leave Egypt, we can receive that. Let's do another one like this. If we go to chapter 13, verse 3, there it says something very interesting. Vayelech lemasa'av min Negev va'ad Bet El, ad hamakom asher haya sham ahohela bitchila ben Bet El uben Ai.
He proceeded on his journeys to the south, from the south to Beth El, to the place where his tent had been first, between Beth El and Ai.
Okay. What does it mean? We don't understand. Let's look at Rashi. Rashi HaKadosh on that place says, Behazaro para chovotav. What is Rashi trying to tell us? Kshehazar mi Mitzrayim, that means when he left Egypt, okay? When he come from Egypt, that means Behazarato para chovotav. He pays his debt. Pays debt for what? What debt? What are you talking? So I saw a commentary of Rabbi Yeheskel Mikazmir. Rabbi Yeheskel Mikazmir, born 164 years ago in a city of Plasnak in Poland. And he said, what is Rashi trying to tell us? Did Avraham Avinu left with no food, no money? How can it be? And the second question that I don't understand, which normal person will give a person that's wandering in the land money? Where am I going to receive it from him? One day he's here, the next day who knows where he is. So how did people lend money to Avraham Avinu? It doesn't make sense to me. He said, you have to understand Rashi. And that came Rabbi Yeheskel Mikazmir to explain Rashi. What it means, Behazarato para havotav, when he come back from his journey from Egypt, he pays debt. You know what was the debt that he had to pay? Say Rabbi Avraham Mikazmir like this. He said when Avraham Avinu was walking on the land, he spread that there is only one God. He converted people to Judaism by that he said, if you believe that there is one God, there is one creator, and all the rest is idols, is Bubamaises, that's how he used to convert people. Many people follow him, but was also some people that didn't agree with him. As a matter of fact, not only that, they didn't agree, they disagree with him. They have an argument with him. Avraham Avinu at that time couldn't answer him because they asked him like this. They said to him, Avraham Avinu, you're telling us that you're worshiping the God that created the world. Avraham Avinu said, exactly. You're worshiping the God that's supposed to look after you. He said, exactly. He said, in that case, why are you wandering all over the world? Why are you wandering from one place to another place? And there is famine on the land that your God told you that you have to go to. How come? Avraham Avinu didn't have answer to them. When did he have answer to them? Only when he came out of Egypt, Say Rabbi Yehezkel Mikazmir. After everyone heard the miracle that happened in Egypt, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu brought plagues on Pharaoh and his servant, that when they took Sarah, and when Avraham Avinu left Egypt with the great position, and Sarai Menu got the daughter of Pharaoh as a slave, Hagar, Avraham Avinu come to answer those people that ask him, how come that you wander in the land? And that's what does it mean, Behazarato para akafotav. What it means, that when he come back, he pays debts. Now he answered them the question that he couldn't answer before. When he finished with Egypt, the story with Egypt finished, and Avraham Avinu left with a great honor, with a great respect. Now he can answer those people that ask him all of those questions. That means not to pay has v'shalom money. Avraham Avinu didn't borrow money. Avraham Avinu didn't borrow a cent from no one. Not food, no nothing. Avraham Avinu come to answer them to the question that they have. Let's move on. And now we'll move, Be'ezrat Hashem, to chapter 14. And in verse 14, we'll see something very interesting. In verse 14, chapter 21, we'll see that there is a dialogue between Avraham Avinu and the king of Sodom. And let's see what it said. And where is it? We say 14:21.
21.
Yeah, 21. ויאמר מלך סדום אל אברהם, תן לי הנפש והרכוש קח לך.
The king of Sodom said to Abram, give me the people and take the possessions for yourself.
And we see here that after Avraham Avinu fought with the four king and he won the four king, he brought all the prisoner back, that means from the city of Sodom. Amongst them was Lot, his nephew. And not only that Avraham Avinu brought the prisoners, Chazal said that he brought also the position that the four king took from Sodom. So when Avraham Avinu come back, Avraham Avinu wanted to give the position to the king of Sodom. And the king of Sodom said to him, no, I don't want the position. I want only the prisoner. And the Maran Bet Yosef, Rabbi Yosef Karo, born in the city of Toledo in Spain 532 years ago. And he asked, why is the king of Sodom doesn't want his position? Why does he want the prisoner? Why is so important that the king of Sodom want only the soul? That means the prisoners. Why he doesn't want the possession? Said the Maran Bet Yosef, Rabbi Yosef Karo, bringing a beautiful answer. He said like this, the king of Sodom knew that Avraham Avinu all of his purpose was Hesed and to spread the word that there is a creator to the world, the Almighty. That means to convert people to Judaism, to believe that he is Almighty. Say the Maran Bet Yosef something extraordinary. He said the king of Sodom knew that, but he didn't want, he was afraid that Avraham Avinu going to convert the member of his city, and the rest of the people going to follow Avraham Avinu. He'll have no one. Because he was frightened that those people believe in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That means he was frightened that Has v'Shalom, the member of his city, going to start believing that there is a creator to the world. So what has he done? He said to Avraham Avinu, listen, I have no problem. You'll take the possession. All of those possessions that they took from us, I'm willing to give it. I have no problem. But the soul, those prisoners that the four kings took from us, please bring it back to me. That's what he was afraid, said the Maran Bet Yosef. In that case, what do you learn from here? Say the Maran Bet Yosef, from here you learn something very extraordinary. You learn that there is, until today, these people that don't want to believe that in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. There is always will be a member of Sodom, member of people that don't want to believe in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And they will do everything that they can to try to stop other people to spread the word of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That means to make everything in the force, just not to believe in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And those people are the member of Sodom, say the Rabbi Yosef Karo. Linda, you wanted to ask a question. I see that you put your hand. If you want to ask a question, unmute yourself and ask. Yes. No question. Also, let's continue. Let's move to chapter 15, verse 5. In chapter 15, verse 5, we see something extraordinary that we all speak about quite often, and today, Be'ezrat Hashem, I try to explain. And it says like this, ויוציא אותו החוצה, ויאמר, הבט נא השמיימה, וספור הכוכבים, אם תוכל לספור אותם, ויאמר לו, כה יהיה זרעך.
And he took him outside and said, gaze now towards the heaven, and count the stars if you are able to count them. And he said to him, so shall your offspring be.
So here we see something extraordinary. HaKadosh Baruch Hu taking who? Avraham Avinu out. And what does he want to show him? The star. Let's look what Rashi HaKadosh say. Rashi HaKadosh say again, לפי פשוטו הוציאו מאוהלו לחוץ לראות הכוכבים. That means, according to the Pshat, HaKadosh Baruch Hu took Avraham Avinu out of his tent to show him the star. And immediately all the Mefarshim say, why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu have to take him out? Avraham Avinu can walk out. He doesn't need. Avraham Avinu can walk. Why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu say here, ויוצא אותו? Why? HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't have to take him out. Just tell him, go outside and look at the star. The second question is, why dafka star? Why do you want to show him the star? So I saw a beautiful commentary that the Mefarshim bring, and that's what brought by Rashi HaKadosh. Rashi HaKadosh, a matter of fact, bringing the Midrash. Rashi HaKadosh say, you know, what does it mean, vayotze oto achutza? The first question that we ask, why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu have to take Avraham Avinu outside? Avraham Avinu said the Midrash, when he born, him and Sarah could never have kids. So what has happened? HaKadosh Baruch Hu needed to take him out from their own starlak outside. What does it mean outside? Outside of that starlight that they are, and you have to take them outside. Said the Midrash, that's why he add to Avraham Avinu the letters Hey, and to Sarai Imenu the letters Hey, because Sarai used to call Sarai. So he took the Yud and give her the Hey. Avraham Avinu used to call Avram without Hey. He add up the letters Hey. To have a kids, Sarah couldn't have kids. Hazal tell us and brought that as a matter of fact, Sarah Imenu didn't have a word. She couldn't have children. What did HaKadosh Baruch Hu done? Took them both out of the starlight, so they will have a child that called Yitzhak Avinu. That means when it say here, Vayotzi'eh oto achutza, what it mean Vayotzi oto achutza? He took him out from what? From the position that he is now, that he will never have a child. He took him and Sarah to a different starlight, and he given him the letters Hey, and with that, they can have a child that called Yitzhak. And that's why it have to say, Vayotze oto achutza. Now we can understand what Rashi say, Lefi pshuto. What it mean, Lefi pshuto, otzi oto me'ohalo? He took him out from what? From his own tent. What it mean his own tent? The own starlight. Now we can understand that. But the second question, I don't understand why dafka star. HaKadosh Baruch Hu show Avraham Avinu star. There's many other things that you can show. Dafka the star. So I saw a commentary, a beautiful commentary of Rabbi Yitzhak Don Abarbanel. Rabbi Yitzhak Don Abarbanel, born in the city of Lisbon in Portugal. He born 583 years ago. He was the finance minister of Alfonso, the King Alfonso. Okay, that was during the time of the Spanish Inquisition and the exile of the Jewish people from Spain and from Portugal. And a matter of fact, King Alfonso offered Rabbi Yitzhak Dona Barbanel to stay. He promised him that if he'll stay in Spain, no harm will happen to him. Rabbi Yitzhak Dona Barbanel said to him, wherever my nation go, I'll go with them. So Rabbi Yitzhak Dona Barbanel was willing to suffer all of those nidudim, wonders, from one place to another place, just to stay with his own nation. When he wrote his commentary on the Torah, on this verse, he wrote a beautiful commentary. He said, what is the job of the Kochavim? What is the job of the star? Is to shine at night. He said, during the day, the star, you can't see them. They don't shine anything because there's the sun. They have to shine at night. Say Rabbi Yitzhak Dona Barbanel, what is the parable of night? Hoshech. Night is Hoshech. Hoshech means tzarot. What it means tzarot? Problem. He said before the Mashiach come, will be such sorrows in the world, will be such chaos, that people will see things and wouldn't understand. Nothing will be clear. Everything will going to be like a darkness. Say Rabbi Yitzhak Dona Barbanel, it's going to be so much darkness in the world that people wouldn't believe what they're seeing, wouldn't hear what they're seeing. Those that's supposed to be good, they're the bad. Those that look to you like a Nebuch, like Shemzar, he's the righteous man. Not this one that wear a big kapota, big head, big long coat. Gurnish mit gurnisht. Look at the inside of the heart. Those the one. He said they're going to shine at night. When it's going to be at night, those stars, those the Jewish that going to do hasadim, those the Jews that going to unite people, those the Jews that going to do good one to each other, they're going to light at night. What it mean at night? During that difficult time that there is in the world. And say HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to Avraham Avinu, come, I'll show you outside the star. I'll show you your son, your children, that before the Mashiach come, how much good they going to do, how they going to shine, how they going to shine the world, how they going to create unity. And that's what I wanted. That means that every Jew wherever he go, and it doesn't make a difference. Although that is the most simple Jew, he can shine at night. He can shine in the darkness. And that's the job of the Jew. So say Rabbi Yitzhak Dona Barbanel, that's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu took him out where? At night, to show him the star. Why the star? To show him his children. When they united, when they together, when they in chorus, when they chorus in the world, and they united, that's when you see the light of them. That's when they become together, and that's how they shine the world. And they're not only shining to themselves, that's when they shine for the Gentile. And that's why he took him out. I saw another beautiful commentary of the Baal Shem Tov. The Baal Shem Tov says something extraordinary. The Baal Shem Tov says like this: if you take a diamond, and that diamond is dirty, you throw it in the mud, it's still a diamond. He said, all you have to do, just to clean, just to polish the diamond. The diamond is a diamond. A Jew is a Jew. All you have to do, just polish him, because there's a spark inside him. Funny enough, I was speaking to Rabbi Higel the other day, and we was talking. I don't know how we spoke, how we got to it. It's lo meshane, it's really not the point. I said to him, you can see the difference between a Jew and a Gentile. A Jew needs just a little bit of polishing, little bit of shining. A guy, even if you polish, even if you shine him, he's still not going to be bright. You're not going to see that spark. He's not going to be a diamond. A Jewish soul is a diamond. Pashut. Say the Baal Shem Tov, even those that really down, that really so far, so rechokim, all you have to do, just polish them, just shine them. You'll see the goods. You'll see the diamond on them. And that's, I think, what HaKadosh Baruch Hu tried to show Avraham Avinu. He tried to teach us that it's our job, that in difficult time like we are now, that there is darkness in the world. People don't know what's happening. Those that we think that they tzaddikim, we found out that they're exactly the opposite. Stories left hand and right. Those that we think that they're righteous, we see the upside down. And those that you think that they, it's nicht gefällig nebech, those what HaKadosh Baruch Hu want. It's our job to be united, to pick up them, to help those that in difficulty and those difficult time, to bring them together and to be a light to our brothers and to be light to the nation. And Be'ezrat Hashem, that we should merit to fulfill that. We should merit to be the star, the diamond that HaKadosh Baruch Hu show Avraham Avinu, and to lighten those difficult times and those darkness that there is. Because darkness, Chazal explained that tzarot, before the Mashiach come, will be a lot of tzarot ba'olam. There is a lot of problem. There is not one person can say, I don't have tzoros, Chas v'shalom. Our job is to unite the Jewish people, to unite the world. But we should be the star. We should be the diamond that light and darkness. So Be'ezrat Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will see that we united. We're trying to light the world. We're trying to light the darkness in those difficult times. And will send us Mashiach Tzidkenu speedily in our day. Amen. Ken Yeh Ratzon. Now I'm going to give time for question. If anyone have question, I will try to answer those questions.
Right.
Any question? Bechavod.
I believe you said the 10 tests. Which were the 10 tests? Avraham
Avinu נתנסה ב10 ניסיונות נתנסה אברהם אבינו. One of them, the first one was Lech Lecha.
Yeah.
You remember the Rambam? They actually.
Bar mitzvah portion this week, actually. Lech Lecha, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Is it? No, Mazal Tov.
It's also my bar mitzvah portion.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Really?
Mine too.
Yeah, sure.
Mine as well. I've Torah Yeshiva this weekend.
Yes.
And you know, Rav Tainza spoke in my bar mitzvah, so
Really?
it's very special. Yeah.
Wow. It's so nice.
And he always would remind me that he spoke in my bar mitzvah. It was also something I never forgot it. I never forgot it, but he remembered. It's unbelievable that he would remember.
Remember this, Les?
Wow, of course, sure. That brings back memories. Wow.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I'm
Who's
practicing.
There was our bar mitzvah. Wow, that's incredible. That's how we would, yeah. Sure, that's amazing.
I'm doing
how
it
did
the
you keep it?
I've actually bought it again. No, I bought it again about 3 years ago when I started to do it.
Wow, it's amazing.
Come to
So what
Yeshiva
do you think,
Sorry, who's speaking? Sorry,
10 tests, sorry, Rabbi. Yeah, so you got sidetracked. You're saying the 10 tests and then Nisayim? Sorry.
You wanted to know the
Yeah.
So if you look now at Avot, I'm just looking at it. Mishnah Masechet Avot, chapter 4, verse 3. Let me look at that. Where is it? I just want to find it. Where is it? I'm looking for it. While I'm talking to you, I'm going to find it. בעשרה ניסיונות נשנשה אברהם אבינו ועמד בכולם. And then the commentary explain, one second, where is it? What day was. One second, give me 1 second, because I'm skipping it. I'm trying to get the...
Good night, Rob. I'm going.
Good night. Sorry. It's chapter 5. Okay. So one was, the first one, Lecha, then was the famine, then Sarah Imenu Bintake, that's number 3, the war with the 4 kings. Then it was that HaKadosh Baruch Hu commanded them to do the milah, to do the Sarah being taken to the house of Abimelech. Then you have to kick out Hagar, if you remember. Yeah. And then you have to kick out also his son Ishmael. And the final difficult one was the Akedah, that you have to take Yitzhak Avinu and sacrifice him. Those was the 10 things that Avraham Avinu have a test. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Another question, Rabotai?
It's Anthony. Can you talk a bit about the close connection between Lot and Abraham? The close connection they had.
Yes, no problem. Avraham Avinu saved Lot. Why Dafka Lot? Because Lot, we know that from Lot came who? Moab. The nation of Moab. Who came from the nation of Moab? Ruth and Moabiyah. Ruth, that's it. Ruth, the mother of the kingdom, of the Jewish kingdom. Ema Malchut. That from her came David HaMelech, Shlomo HaMelech. That means that Lot, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the only reason that Avraham Avinu sent Abraham to look after Lot, for the simple reason that without Lot, we wouldn't have today David HaMelech. Avraham Avinu have to look after Lot. The Midrash say, why did Avraham Avinu go on to save Lot? Why he have to fight against the 4 kings? Hazal explained that when Og Melech HaBashan came to tell Avraham Avinu that Lot been captured and is a prison with the 4 kings, Avraham Avinu gone to war. But Avraham Avinu wasn't a warrior. Avraham Avinu didn't have a clue what is a war. HaKadosh Baruch Hu helped him make a miracle that he won the 4 kings. Why did they take Avraham Avinu? Who was on the top of those kings? Was Amraphel. That was Nimrod HaRasha. Nimrod wanted to say to everyone, you remember Avraham Avinu that you all say that he's saved from the furnace? Here, now I captured him. Hazal said that Nimrod and Avraham look the same. And that's why Avraham Avinu wanted, Hazal explained according to the sword, run to fight and to save Lot. that people wouldn't say, that wouldn't be Hilul Hashem, Has v'Shalom, sorry, that Nimrod, the Rasha Amrafel, captured Avraham Avinu, because Nimrod looked exactly like, that Lot looked exactly like Avraham. So that was the only closer connection. Number one, that from him gonna come Ruta Moaviyah, Emma Malchut, the mother of king. And number two, that not gonna be Hilul Hashem. That's why Avraham Avinu done whatever he done to save Lot. You follow? Hazal say that Og Melech HaBashan, you know why he told that Eliezer, Og Melech HaBashan, he gone and told Avraham Avinu? Because he wanted to marry who? He wanted to marry Sarah Imenu. He wanted Has v'Shalom that Avraham Avinu will die and he'll take Sarah. Okay. Any other question? Rabotai, anyone have another question? No problem. Just unmute yourself and ask question. No more question. Okay. So I will take the opportunity to wish you all a good night. And if you have any idea, I'm looking for some ideas for Shiurim, for Sunday, for some topics to speak about on a Sunday. If anyone wants a special topic, please WhatsApp it to me privately, and I'll try to source some to make a show on certain topics, because I'm running out of topics what to write on a Sunday. So we
thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you to all of you for joining us. Have a good night. Have a good Shabbos and keep safe.
Anthony wants to ask a question. Anthony wants to ask a question. I just missed that last bit. We got cut off. I missed the last bit of the Lot's question answer. Can you just repeat the last part you said?
I said that the only reason that he saved Lot, because look, Lot looked exactly like
Abraham.
And Abraham didn't want to cause Hilul Hashem, that people will say, you see, here he been captured, he didn't been saved. Here, now I'm going to kill him. Avraham Avinu done everything that he can to avoid Hilul Hashem, to desecrate the name of Hashem. That Amrafel, that was Nimrod, not going to kill Lot, and people will say, you see, Abraham didn't been saved by Kadosh Baruch Hu. You follow?
Yeah, thanks very much.
Pleasure. Have a good night. Enjoy the evening, everyone. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.
Bye.